Check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay. We from
Bottom. Hey, what's going down, sports bettors, hustlers, gamblers, capitalers all around the world? It's your boy, Marley Betts, coming at you live with another video from Brothers and Bets, NBA edition. Let me get my notes real quick. Real quick. Ugh, my bad, fellas. Conscious notes. Wrong tablet. Sports notes. Right back at it. Man, we had a pretty good start to the NBA show. Day before yesterday, we didn't do one yesterday. Like I said, man, I got a lot going on with college, in the NBA, doing MLB right now. Still working and coaching and taking care of my goddamn kids. But we still got a life to live. You feel me? But not yesterday, but the day before yesterday, me and Flat Top did a NBA show. My bad, Flat Top. I ain't hit you up today. Just been moving, man. Been busy. But Flat Top went 3-1 overall on Monday or Tuesday. Yeah, Wednesday, whatever day it was, day before yesterday. And I went 4-2. I'll post the records in our overall records on the banners here coming up soon. But had a good start to the season, not knowing much. Season just getting underway. It's kind of all guesswork in last year's numbers. That's all we got to go off of. So, but with that being said, great start to the season. NBA got the double overtime game with the Knicks and Celtics. That was a good game. And then we had Steph go crazy last night with 23, I think, in the first, 45 total, like 8 for 13 from three. Like Steph was balling. Like, bro, it's just game two. Steph, calm down, dog. Calm down, baby. Steph was doing his goddamn thing the other night. So let's keep it going. Let's keep it going. Let's get the win streaks up. 4-2 to start it off. First game we got today on the docket is the Pacers and Wizards. That line opened up with the Wizards a 1-point home dog. And let's get into some of these actual factuals. Still basically going off last year. Let's look at the injury report first. You got Jeremy Lamb. He's questionable. Holiday is questionable. Warren is out. And LeVert, he will miss the first 4 games of the regular season. Don't know why, but that's what it says. Craig is out. And Martin has been downgraded to out. Couple injuries for Washington. Beal, he's been downgraded to doubtful. Brian is downgraded to out. Hachimura is out. Winston is out. And Gill is out. This game is definitely going to boil down to injuries and who is healthy for sure. All right, so let's look at a couple actual factuals for the Pacers. They're 5-2 ATS in their last 7 games. 2-4 straight up in their last 6. 1-4 straight up in their last 5 against Washington. 6-3 ATS in their last 9 games against an opponent from the Eastern Conference. 4-8 ATS in their last 12 games against an opponent from the Southeast Division. The total has gone over in 4 of the last 5 games when playing on the road at Washington. Over in 7 of Indiana's last 8 games on the road, and over in 6 of their last 6 games. Not Washington. They're 2-4 straight up in their last 6 games. 6-1 straight up in their last 7 games at home. Oh, I like that. 7-1 ATS in their last 8 games against an opponent from the Central Division. 5-0 ATS in their last 5 games played in the month of October, and 5-0 straight up in their last 5 games on a Friday. The total, it's gone over 4 out of the last 5 games at home against Indiana. Over in 5 of the last 7 games. So Indiana and Washington, Washington home dogs. The play we're going to take here is we're going to take the over 227. I think this game is going to be closer to the 230s, maybe even 240s is what I'm thinking. High 230s. Definitely going to be an over game. Neither one of these teams care about playing defense, especially Washington. What's today's date? 10/21, 22. Make sure I got the records right. So we're going to take Indy and Washington over the 227 and a half. I think this game is going to fly over. As far as the side go, I won't make anything official, but I like the Pacers here on the side. If Bill can't go, I don't understand what left in the tank for Washington to be able to keep up. Pacers let one get away opening night in New Orleans. I think that's definitely not going to happen again. They should be ready to play uh, four quarter basketball, not 2.5 or 3.5, because they was up halftime. I think the third quarter they gave up like 24 unanswered points. Like I don't even know how you do that in basketball, but fucking happens, I guess. So slight lean to the Pacers money line, but the play that excuse me, the official play that we're going to give today is going to be the over 227 and a half. I think that's easy money for us tonight, guys. I don't see how it's not. So with that being said, let's keep the ball rolling. And the next game we got on the docket is is that game on here twice? Shouldn't be. The next game, Pacers and Wizards. Why is that Pacers and Wizards? Pretty sure it should say Cavs and Hornets is what I'm looking for. Cavs and Hornets. It is. So we're about to bust down this Cavs and Hornets game. I don't know why the lines are written like this. This is weird. Clearly, I messed up somewhere. All right, so we got the Cavs. The Hornets going on the road to take on the Cavs. The line is at Charlotte -2.5. The Cavaliers are home dogs. The total is at, let me get the total, 225. The total is at 225. And let's get to the actual factuals. Um, on the Charlotte side of things. Charlotte, they're 1-6 straight up in their last 7 games. 4-2 straight up ATS in their last 6 games against Cleveland. 5-13 straight up in their last 18 games against Cleveland. But 1-7 ATS in their last 8 road games. 2-10 straight up in their last 12 games when playing on the road against Cleveland. The total has gone over in 5 of Charlotte's last 6 games against an opponent from the Eastern Conference. And over in 6 of Charlotte's last 9 games. Cleveland, they're 2-13 ATS in their last 15 games. 1-14 straight up in their last 15 games. 1-7 straight up in their last 8 games at home. 10-2 straight up in the last 12 games when playing against Charlotte. 2-8 ATS their last 10 games when playing at home against an opponent from the Eastern Conference. The total has gone over in 5 of Cleveland's last 7 games played in the month of October, but under in 8 of its last 11 games playing against Charlotte, and under in 5 of Cleveland's last 5 games when playing on a Friday. We got Cleveland on the road. Charlotte on the road to take on Cleveland. Now Cleveland got blew out by 10 against Memphis in their game opener, opener, and we all know what Memphis is. Ja Morant in the game, man. That's a pretty good goddamn team, playoff team last year. So we didn't expect them to keep that close. Now Charlotte got away with the 1-point win against Indiana, in which they were down by like 20 early. So this game is kind of, and Rozier is banged up. I'm pretty sure he's playing, but he's listed on the injury report. I think the play is going to be, so first of all, let me say, I like the Hornets on the money line, but that's not going to be my official play. I think the over is the way to go on this play. I don't see neither one of these teams playing defenses defense. Cleveland's last game, the total was at 152. And for Charlotte, their total was excuse me, 153. 253. And Charlotte's last game in Indy, that total was at 245. So both of them is in the two, at least 240. I think the overplay is here. The over is the play here. The total is at 225 and a half. I think this completely soars over that. Yeah, 225. Total's at 225 and a half. The line is at minus 2.5. I would lean towards Charlotte with the 2.5, but I don't trust them. But I'm just not a believer in Cleveland. Could be a one possession game. But I think we easily go over here because I don't think anybody's interested in playing defense. I know we only got a 1 game sample, so it's hard to say like who's giving up what. I can't say they're giving up 100 points, 100 plus points a game because obviously it's only been 1 game. But Cleveland's not known as a defensive team. Charlotte's not known as a defensive team. So I think that'll continue. I don't think they'll continue giving up 130, 140 and shit like that, or 120 and 130. But I think this game easily goes over. So I'm going to say the official play is going to be the over 225. Hornets, Cavs, over 225. I think that has to be the play. It's the play for me. I'm on it. I don't see this game being an under type of game. They're probably gonna be up and down. Charlotte like to run. They want to get on the open court. I don't really know what the fuck Cleveland likes to do right now, to be honest with you. But we got ride with that over. I think we're good. That over is gonna cash. All right, let's keep it going a little bit. Next game we got on the docket is the Knicks. They're going on the road to take on the Orlando Magic. That line opened up at the Magic home dogs +8. Totals at 212. Very, very low. That's what you get when you're in New York. I actually lean toward that over. Injury report, you got Gibson for the Knicks downgraded to out, as well as New Orleans Noel. He's out. For Orlando, man, we have a whole host of injuries. Moore has been downgraded to out. Michael Carter Williams downgraded to out. Harris, the guard, is downgraded to out. Isaac's out indefinitely. Markelle Fultz out indefinitely. And Okiki has been downgraded to out as well. For the Knicks, I said that Gibson and Noel, Norton is Noel, right? All right, let's get into some of these actual factuals about the Knicks. They're 2-5 ATS in their last 7 games. The total has gone under in 8 of New York's last 11 games. It's also gone under in 4 of their last 5 games against an opponent from the Southeast Division. They're 2-4 straight up in their last 6 games. 3-7 ATS in their last 10 games against Orlando. 1-5 straight up in their last 6 games on the road. 1-5 ATS in their last 6 games when playing on the road against Orlando. The Magic. They're 1-7 ATS in their last 8 games. 0-8 straight up in their last 8 games. 1-11 straight up in their last 12 games at home. 5-1 ATS in their last 6 games when playing at home against New York. 0-6 straight up in their last 5 games against an opponent from the Eastern Conference. 0-6 straight up in their last 6 games against an opponent from the Eastern Conference. That 0-5 ATS was against an Atlantic Division, and the total has gone under in 6 of Orlando's last 7 games and played in the month of October, and over in 8 of Orlando's last 11 games played on a Friday. So the line is at +8 for the Magic. The total's at 212. It's very low. I lean over that total 212, but it's not going to be a lot of scoring in this game. For me, just based off the injury report, that the the Magic, they just don't got enough. And from what we saw, even though it was a double overtime, Fourier's going back. Fourier and Kemba. Fourier looked amazing. He had 30-plus points in game 1. We was all over the Knicks money line, even though it's a little scary. It took some double overtime. We don't get that today. This should be an easy win for Orlando. They don't have much. The Knicks should go in there and take care of business. I expect Fournier and Julius Randle to have and Kimba to have a pretty solid game today. Maybe Dick Shannon said he couldn't find it. Um, so we're going to take the Knicks here minus the 8. I'm confident that they'll be able to cover this 8 against the Magic. It's in my room by my bed. The Magic lost to the Spurs by 26 points, 123-97. I think this Knicks team is better than that Spurs team. If they're not better, I think they're pretty close one way or the other. If you think the Spurs are better, it can't be by much. And if you think the Knicks is better, I think it's by more than a little bit. I'll take the Knicks roster over the Spurs roster any day. There's just not enough talent on the Orlando team to go along with the injuries they do have. Gary Harris, no Michael Carter Williams. They're just kind of depleted over there. I don't know who's going to score since they got rid of Fournier and Vucevic. Like, who's going to produce the points for them? They got a guard I like. I can't think of his name right now. He can score buckets. Terrence Ross, that's over there. Ross, I think it's Ross. Ross might be able. Somebody's over there that can put up buckets, but it's just not enough. So we're gonna take the Knicks minus the 8 here. I think we should be good. I slight lean over, but barely because it's just so low at 212. That's really fucking low. And with the Knicks being able to score a little bit more than they did last year, those 212s, 215s, I don't think those are going to be good for the Knicks this year as far as unders go. So we like the Knicks minus the 8. And let's keep it moving. I only have 2 more games to break down. One of my new favorite teams, man. At least one of my teams I like what they did in the offseason. I won't say they're one of my new favorite teams. But we got the Pelicans going up against the new look Bulls in Chicago. Zach LaVine and the boys. The line opened up at the Bulls minus 6. The total's at 223. Let's go down some of these actual factuals. Injury report, Hart is downgraded to out, but the thing we need to know is Zion is not playing. That's all that matters. I don't even think I really need to read too many of the actual factuals. Zion isn't playing, and that's what matters. There's no Zion, there's no Pelicans. So I'm fading the Pelicans until they get Zion back. I took 76ers against last week. I took the Bulls minus the 5 in Pistons in Detroit. Barely got through that hole. Was a little scared, but we made it. Monk, where you at? Because you told me not to take that. You told me that they wouldn't go cover. So don't fade me, bro. I need you to show up. You show up. I show up whether they lose or win. I need you to show up. You show up, Monk. Get your ass back in these comments. But we gonna take the Pelicans. We're gonna take the Bulls minus the 6. I just like what they did in the offseason. The longer they play together, Vucevic, Caruso, Ball, and I can't think of buddy name from DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan. I love what they did. Hopefully they can make the playoffs this year. I think they will be, but I think they're definitely 6 points better than the Pelican team with no Zion. All they got is Ingram for the most part to lean on. And as good as he is, and I like Ingram, he can't carry a team by himself. On the road, I'll take the Bulls tonight minus the 6. Put that in the bank. I'm not gonna say it's easy money, but let's put that in the bank. So the last game we got on the docket. Oh, I got 2 more games. I'm sorry, guys. We got the Jazz. They're going on the road to take on the Kings. The line opened up at the Kings plus 6 home dogs. The total is at 227. I think that total is like right on the freaking number. It's pretty close. Let's get into some actual factuals for the Jazz. Rudy Gay went to the Jazz. I did not know that. Rudy Gay's out indefinitely. And Forrest has been upgraded to probable. These actual factuals for the Jazz, they're 1-4 ATS in their last 5 games. 1-4 straight up in their last 5 games. 7-1 ATS in their last 8 games against Sacramento. But 9-1 straight up in their last 10 games when playing on the road against Sacramento. Total's gone over in 4 of Utah's last 5 games on the road, and over in 4 of the last 5 games against an opponent in the Pacific Division, and over in 9 of Utah's last 12 games. The Kings, they're 5-1 ATS in their last 6, 4-8 straight up in their last 11, 4-8 straight up, in their last 12. Um, at 12 at home, 1-9 straight up in their last 10 games when playing at home against Utah. However, 5-1 ATS in their last 6 games against an opponent from the Western Conference, and 1-5 ATS in their last 6 games when played in the month of October. The total has gone over in 12 of Sacramento's last 17 games against an opponent from the Northwest Division, but under in 8 of Sacramento's last 11 games. So we took the Kings. I wish I would have took a money line, but I took the +6 when they played the Blazers the other day and cruised right through this. This Utah Jazz team, though, it's different. Playing with a different monster here. I like the Kings, like against teams like the Blazers, where they'll be getting 6 and they actually have more than a chance to win outright. I don't think they have a chance to win outright here. I think if you're taking the Kings, you're just hoping they cover, and I don't like taking underdogs that I just hope they cover. Like they don't even have a chance to win. That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. I try to take only underdogs that that has more than a chance to win. Like I'm not looking for them just to cover. They have a really legit chance to win outright. I don't know if the Kings possess that right now with Harrison Barnes. Where have I been in the offseason? Oh, Harrison, it's the Kings I'm looking at. Okay. I'm going to say Harrison Barnes went to the Jazz. Oh, what did I miss that at? Okay. I just think Bogdanovich and the guys, Conley, money making Mitch, too much over there in Utah for this Kings team. Utah will be a top 3 team in the West for sure. So I just don't think the Kings are even on this level yet. Uh, just too much. Just too much Mitchell, too much Bogdanovich, too much Conley, and then you got Gobert to anchor things at the back. Um, yeah, just too much. I didn't even mention Clarkson coming off the bench, 6 man of the year, dropping 20, sometimes 30. So it's like what he had 18 against the Kings off the bench. And they didn't have a good offensive night, but they held the Thunder to 86. So I would lean under just because of the defense for the Jazz, but the Kings can score. But I have to be all over. I think this is a gift. Jazz -6. You're probably not going to get too many of those. I know I didn't see a lot of them hoes last year. So I'm going to take the Jazz -6.5. I think that's a gift. We'll see what's going on with these Kings. Too early to tell, but if it's more of the same. But I'm not a believer in this Kings team yet. Nor am I a believer in their coach. What's his name? What you call his son? I don't know why I can't think of these people's name right now. What you call his son though? The redhead for the Celtics, TV dude. I don't know why I'm gonna say David Lee. I'm just, that's not his name. David Lee, the other white boy. But what you call his son? God damn it. Nigga from TV. Then he played for the Celtics. Wanted to play for Portland after the Celtics. That dude, big white boy, big redhead. Fuck, he got the distinctive ass voice. That's crazy. I can't remember his name right. Brain fart. It's fucking crazy. All right, guys. Last game we got on the docket, the marquee game of the night. Y'all know what it is. The Nets. They're going on the road to take on the 76ers. With all the drama and all the bullshit they got going on with Ben Simmons. Um, this game is kind of crazy for me because I like the Nets. After it's a personal choice because I like KD. It's one of my favorite basketball players in the league right now. Just his boy so skilled. Um, but I think I like the Sixers at home. Man, the way they played at home all last year, just I don't know what's going on with this Ben Simmons shit. I don't think they're good enough without him. But are they going to rally at home? We're going to have that crowd hype just based off everything that's going on. It's going to be a little extra juice, pumping through the stadium tonight. I seen Ben having back problems. I wonder if they're gonna even put him in. I hope they put him in just so they can fucking boo. Because I got the Nets money line and just bring the energy of that team down and let the Nets feed off that and blow their ass out. Because outside of Embiid, I do like Maxi. Is it Maxi or Moxie? I think it's Maxi. Maxi's been hooping pretty good. I like Maxi. I like Shake Milton. I like the guys they got to. I mean, all those guys can score more than Ben can, but they can't play defense and rebound as good as he can. But at the end of the day, I just don't think this 76ers team is better than this next team without Kyrie. Regardless, I'm still going to believe in James and KD. Rough start to the season. I think they pick it back up after dropping to the Bucks just to get back on track. So I don't think they tripping. But just too much bullshit going on in Philly. I know they probably tired of hearing about Ben Simmons and that shit. It's just I wonder if he gonna dress tonight. No. I hope they put him in though, just to take away the positive energy from the team and have that negative shit over them hovering all game and just let the Knicks come in, get us some easy money, boom, get the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? In the words of our coach, get in, get out. And then we go jump on that Utah State Aggie game after all this basketball is done. So that's it. Quick recap. We're gonna be on the Indy and Washington over 227. We're gonna be on the over and the Hornets and the Cavs at 225. We got the Bulls -6. We got the Nets money line. We got the Knicks -8. And then we're gonna end it with the Nets money line. Those are the plays for today. I was gonna say I see y'all tomorrow, but tomorrow's Saturday. My kids, we got a game to go in, go Cobras. So normally don't do too much work on the weekends. See you guys on Sunday. We'll do a light NFL show, depending on the schedule, maybe basketball. Oh yeah, Stroh's money line. We all over that H-Town. It's a bias play, and yes, it is a bias play, and yes, it's going to hit still, and yes, I'm taking it. Stroh's on the money line. Write it down and book it, baby. All right, man. Appreciate y'all turning in today, man. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate everybody that's been tuning in over the last couple period. Not the last couple of weeks, but period. The channel is really growing over the last couple of weeks. We've been getting a lot of views. And I just thank everybody that's been commenting and been watching the college show. The college show is really taking off for me and the coach. Shout out to Coach. Shout out Flat Top. NBA show season is just getting started. I'm already 4-2. So understand that I'm going to have a crazy winning record in the NFL. For some reason, in NBA, for some reason, even though I'm a football nigga, my basketball's capping like college. Me and Coach killed college, like 60-30 something, like 30 games over 500, both of us. And then NBA, I can't remember. I have to go back and check and get my NBA record. Definitely over 500. Not as good as college, but I am about to slaughter NBA. It's already been a great start. 4-2. How many games we got today? 1. I gave you 1. I give you 2. I give you 3. I give you 4, 5, 6. I give you 6 more games today. We'll be over 500 again. Appreciate everybody that tuned in today. Appreciate everybody that's going to tune in a little bit later before these games start. It is Brothers and Bets. I am Marley Betts. Y'all know what it is. Just like yesterday, just like today, y'all know the motto. Let's beat Vegas. And I'm out this month.
Check it out. Look, we from the bottom. Ain't no problems. We gon' make a